Hey, welcome back to Total Chiefs News. It's Red Friday, and you already know what that means. The city turns red, the whole vibe changes, and every conversation this weekend inevitably shifts to one question. Are the Chiefs ready to show up when it counts? Today, we're breaking down the feel, the stakes, and the single biggest reasons this game matters for where the season goes. I want this to feel like a chat between friends, so picture us standing outside Arrowhead with that crisp, electric, game day air, and let's get into it. First off, Red Friday isn't just a color or a social post. It's the accumulation of expectations. After a tough stretch, the fan base wants a statement. You want physical football up front, cleaner execution in the red zone, and fewer self-inflicted mistakes. That's not just noise. That's a checklist the coaching staff reads every week. For you, sitting at home or tailgating, that checklist becomes the lens through which you watch every snap. Did they protect the quarterback? Did they win the third and short? Did special teams do what they should? If those boxes get ticked, the rest follows. Now let's talk energy. Arrowhead has the reputation, the noise, the crowd, the momentum swings, and the Chiefs know how to use it. This is a place where a big third down stop or a momentum play can swing the entire broadcast window. For the players, it's both comfort and pressure. For you, it's the perfect excuse to scream when a big play happens. But underneath the roar, there are real storylines. Is this a bounce-back game? Are we looking at a team that tightens up in the trenches and leans on the run to open the passing game, or will it be an aerial shootout? The answer to that influences what we should expect in the first quarter and how the play calling evolves. I want to hear from you right now. What's the one thing you want to see most from the Chiefs this Sunday? Drop a single line in the comments. Protect, run, no turnovers, whatever it is. Also, quick yes, no. Do you think Kansas City controls the line of scrimmage? Say yes or no so I can tally reactions for the next video. If you enjoy this kind of breakdown and want more Red Friday previews, hit subscribe and help us get to 5,000. That goal's within reach, and every new subscriber helps the channel grow. All right, those are the emotional beats and the lens you should bring into this one. And next, I'll break down the matchups that will decide whether we walk out of Arrowhead confident or questioning things. The big question this week isn't just who will win, it's how the game will be won. And for that, we have to look at the matchups, the areas where battles on the field will dictate the flow and ultimately the outcome. First and foremost, the offensive line versus Baltimore's front seven. This is where it all begins. Patrick Mahomes can make magic, but even the best quarterbacks need time. If the Chiefs can win the line of scrimmage battle, it sets up everything else. Play action, deep shots, and the run game. But if Baltimore brings consistent pressure, even Mahomes' brilliance can be neutralized. For you watching from home, every third and long becomes a mini test of patience and poise. And it's where we'll see the line's cohesion or cracks. Speaking of pressure, the battle between the Chiefs' wide receivers and the Ravens' secondary is another defining matchup. Kansas City's speed and route precision against a disciplined, physical cornerback group will create explosive plays if the timing is right. Look for quick slants, seam routes, and contested catches that could swing momentum early. And don't underestimate the Ravens' versatility. They can disguise coverages, so Mahomes will need his pre-snap reads sharp. On the ground, the Chiefs' run game faces a pivotal test. Can the backs find gaps against Baltimore's disciplined front, or will the Ravens stuff the line and force Mahomes into predictable situations? How? The run sets up the pass is something you'll want to watch closely in the first half. It often decides the early tone of the game. Then there's special teams, the quiet game changer. Field position can't be ignored, especially with kickoffs and punts shaping drives. A key stop or a return touchdown could flip the script entirely, and Arrowhead makes every moment feel larger than life. Now, I want to hear from you. Which matchup worries you the most? Is it OL versus the rush, WRs versus secondary, the run game, or special teams? Pick one in the comments so we can compare notes before kickoff. And quick yes/no. Do you trust the Chiefs' run game to set up the play action? Your vote matters for the discussion in the next video. If this breakdown is helping you visualize the game, hit that like button so other Chiefs fans can find the channel and join the conversation. Remember, we're here every week to give you the insights that matter, from fan energy to X factors. So subscribe and turn notifications on to stay ahead of game day. These matchups aren't just numbers or stats. They're the battles that define every snap, every decision, and every cheer in Arrowhead. Understanding them gives you an edge as a fan, and it's the best way to watch this one unfold. When you talk about a game like this, it's easy to get caught up in players and stats, but the real story often comes down to coaching and execution. So let's break down the keys the Chiefs must hit to come out on top. First, protecting Patrick Mahomes is non-negotiable. The Ravens are relentless, and even a single breakdown on the offensive line can lead to a game-changing sack or forced throw. This isn't just about the big-name linemen. It's about communication, timing, and maintaining discipline across every snap. Next, controlling the clock. The Chiefs need to manage drives strategically, mixing run and pass, keeping Baltimore's defense on the field, and setting up Mahomes to do what he does best, without unnecessary pressure. Third, limiting turnovers. In a matchup where momentum swings are so sudden, one interception or fumble can erase a lead and shift energy instantly. Every ball handled cleanly is a step closer to a win. But beyond the basics, there are X factors, the players and situations that could tilt the game in unexpected ways. Look at the depth players, the rookies, or even a less heralded veteran who steps up at just the right time. A single reception, a key block, or a well-timed blitz pickup can change the narrative for the entire team. Coaching adjustments are another X factor. How Andy Reid and his staff adapt at halftime, reading Baltimore's tendencies and dialing in changes, could be the difference between a comfortable win and a nail-biter. And then, there's the intangible element, momentum. Arrowhead amplifies it. A big stop, a turnover, or a third down conversion can energize the crowd and the players simultaneously. Watching these moments is where being a fan feels electric, and it's also where the team's discipline and poise show up in real time. Now I want to challenge you. Who do you think will be the Chiefs' X factor this week? Drop a name and a short reason in the comments. Could be a rookie, a special teams contributor, or a veteran stepping into a new role. Also, quick yes/no. Do you think a less-known player will change the game? We'll see if your pick makes the difference. If you're enjoying this kind of insight and want more, tactical previews every week, don't forget to subscribe and turn notifications on. It helps the channel grow and ensures you won't miss these deep dives before every game. Remember, understanding these keys isn't just for discussion. It's how you watch the game smarter. Every adjustment, every play call, and every split-second decision adds up, and being aware of them makes the victory feel even bigger. All right, we've covered the energy, the matchups, and the tactical keys, so now let's bring it all together with a final prediction and a fan game day plan. Based on what we've seen, the Chiefs have the talent and depth to control the game if they execute properly. Expect them to start aggressively, establishing the run to open up play-action passes, while Mahomes targets the middle of the field early to test Baltimore's secondary. On defense, look for timely blitzes and tight coverage to keep the Ravens' quarterback guessing, especially on third downs. If the Chiefs can hit those marks, the scoreboard should reflect a controlled, confident offense paired with opportunistic defense. For a predicted score range, think somewhere in the mid-20s for Kansas City, while the Ravens could manage a strong fight in the low 20s. Nothing here is guaranteed. Every snap counts. But the edge goes to the team that can stay disciplined and capitalize on momentum swings. Now for the fan game day plan. First, watch the trenches. The line battles often dictate how comfortable Mahomes feels and how effective the run game becomes. Second, keep an eye on X-factor plays, that unexpected block, reception, or turnover that can flip energy immediately. Third, notice special teams and field position. A single return or stop could change a drive's outcome. And of course, don't forget to soak in the Red Friday energy. Arrowhead amplifies everything, and your enthusiasm adds to the atmosphere, even from home. For engagement, I want to hear your final prediction. Drop the score in the A comments, and I'll pin my favorite. Quick yes, no vote as well. Do you think the Chiefs finished the game on top? Your opinions matter, and it's always fun to compare with fellow fans. And before we close, a reminder to hit subscribe and like this video. Every click helps us reach 5,000 subscribers, and it supports more weekly previews, deep dives, and predictions just like this. By staying connected, you get to be part of the conversation before, during, and after every game. So whether you're tailgating, watching at home, or listening from somewhere far away, this is how you get the most out of Chiefs football. Knowing the keys, understanding the matchups, spotting the X factors, and cheering with informed excitement. That's it for this Red Friday preview, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Stay loud, stay proud, and remember, every game is an opportunity for the Chiefs to prove why Arrowhead is one of the most electric stadiums in the league. Thanks for watching Total Chiefs News, and I'll see you next time as we break down the wins, the losses, and everything in between.